The first consideration for workflow for our controlled environment is to have three distinct areas. The first area that we're entering here is basically what we call our gowning room, and the gowning room also doubles as the conveyor for the introduction of raw materials and also the introduction of chemicals. So again, Rick Meyer at Superior Laboratory Services gave us this advice. As the operators come in, the first thing they're going to do outside the gown room, as you see there's going to be a bouffant cap dispenser, then they'll walk across a gray tacky mat. They'll walk into this area with a aluminum double swing door, and then the next thing they'll do is they'll grab two shoe covers. They'll sit down on the gowning bench, putting one shoe cover on then the other, rotating over, and then the next thing that they'll do is they'll put on their gloves, their garments, and then they'll walk down this aisle, and at the end of this aisle they'll put on their face mask, and then the last thing they'll do is they'll do a visual inspection at the door. It's very important when you design the entrance into your controlled environment from the gown room that the doors swing into the controlled environment, and we wanted to make extra consideration to ensure that the operators walk in backwards using their backside to open up the door, so our door is actually going to have no handle. So after the operator's gone through the gown room, they make their entrance into the controlled environment, and then the workflow consideration here is to make sure that all the work surfaces are going to be at 39 inches, the conveyor belt, the tables, and the fume hood. This just makes it much easier for the operators. They don't have to lift. It makes things much more automated. And then finally, after the product and the service is done at the fume hood, there's going to be a bagging procedure through the vacuum sealers, and then once that's done, the product is going to go on the conveyor and it's going to go out into the final packaging room. So we're really thankful for Rick Myers for giving us this great advice, and any controlled environment should have at least two support rooms. The gown room, which in this instance our gown room doubles as the pass-through for raw materials, and then downstream the packaging room.